Hello. Tell me if you can hear me okay. There's people driving by. I'm by a lake in New Mexico. Can you hear me? Mexico. Oop, let me do this. How's everybody doing? Hi, Lorraine. I think the first one I saw here was Sharon and Down Under Cruisers. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. Hey, AJ. Hey, G-Foot. Christina's here. Thank you for being here. Lorraine's here. Hey, Lorraine. Hey, Anthony. Welcome in. I'm still in New Mexico by a lake. Stephen Prescod. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome. Jane and Travels. Hello. Yeah, it's a pretty lake. I'll go ahead and drop the link. Gracie's here. Hey, Gracie. You should come up here. Somebody come up here and help me. Where's my YouTube son? Where's Kenneth? Yeah, I'm on a little earlier, Anthony, because I was going after hey, Makeland. Hi. I was going after Prairie Life. I was going after Karen, and she's not going live for the summer, so I decided to go a little earlier. So AJ could make it, because AJ goes to bed really early. It's hot, and you're having severe thunderstorms. So every afternoon here, pretty much since I've been here, and I've been here since Thursday, there comes up a storm in the lake. I don't know. Too much glare. You can't see out the window. Wait, there, can you see? There's these other RVs by me. There comes a storm up, and hey, Sean's in the basement. There comes up a storm.
I'll save you, Red.
Thank you for coming to save me. Oh my goodness, I've had
things I do for you.
Oh my goodness, I've had so much troubles, Sean. You don't know.
Well, you don't want troubles. Hey, Red, do yourself a favor. Go back into the chat for a minute and just pin the link.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, Kenneth taught me how to do that.
He's got his uses, doesn't he?
He's very helpful. He is.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Kenny is a definite 11.
Yes, very helpful. You should be in bed now. Well, I'm glad you're here. Why don't you come up, AJ? Have you been on a live stream before? We can
Come on, AJ, we'll fix you up.
Yeah, come on, AJ. So
boy, will we fix you up.
How are things going over down under?
Well, we still can't travel out of our borders.
Oh, that's bad.
And I'm watching all these people doing cruises, and it's driving me absolutely nuts.
So you're a prisoner?
Kinda. Well, you know, Rob from Rob Hayes from Rob on the Road.
Kind of.
I call him Gov.
Really.
I call him Gov, and every time he's on, I go, mate, you send us here to purgatory, and now we're stuck here for a while. No, it's not purgatory. It's a beautiful country. You guys got to come look. Oh, we got Larry from Plump Travelers. Oh my God!
Hey, Larry, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for telling me his name. I didn't know his first name.
Yeah, Larry and his wife Ananda. And I can tell you, Red, I quite honestly admit that Ananda is way prettier than Larry.
Well, that's as it should be.
Exactly as it should be.
Yeah. Well, I've had a gas leak, but I have all these RV people that I call, and then I got a remote mobile RV person to come out here to the lake and look at it, and he took everything all apart. And but I had my friend Ron call me today, and he said, "Did you go over Raton Pass?" And I said, I was like, "What?" And he thinks, and this made a lot of sense because I couldn't figure out why it leaked, because he the technician checked everything, right? He checked everything. He took apart the stove, he took the back off the refrigerator, he checked the hot water heater and the furnace and everything, and sprayed the soapy water, and she didn't find anything. So when I was driving, and I'm going to turn it off from now on when I'm driving. Hi, Mike Wood. So when I was driving, it, maybe released some pressure and stuff, but the altitude, I went from 1,000 feet above the Mile High City, Denver. I was in Denver, but then I went down 25 through Colorado Springs, and this Raton Pass is what my friend that called me today said, and that's another 1,000 feet. So, so the high altitude is probably what made the gas leak, which makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. Hey, can I just say something there? Stephen Prescod put a message out there, saying that he and his friend are planning to trip down to Australia and New Zealand next year. Mate, I think you're going to actually have a fantastic time if you do that. I hope you've got more than 2 weeks, because this place
Mike
is just so big.
It is big.
But you're going to have a ball. So how's your trip been, Red?
It's been good. It's been good so far, but I have I usually spend about a month in each state that I'm in. So when I was in Oregon, and like I have sort of a little mishap in each state. When I left the Alsea Falls meetup in Oregon, I clipped the garbage can that took out my awning.
Oh no.
And the meant to be RVing Mike and Teresa came along. Thankfully I left right before them, and they came along after me, and they zip tied it because it was hanging out. I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I had just got out of my RV, and I was just like, oh my goodness. And I don't, if I have to, I will climb up on the roof of my RV, but I don't want to. I don't really like heights. But Mike climbed up there and zip tied it on the top and on the bottom. And so that was my Oregon mishap. When I was in Denver by my son, there was a hailstorm, and that messed up my vent back there in the bathroom and the skylight over the shower. And so I got into New Mexico and this new thing with the gas leak.
So this thing is costing you more money than it is saving you money.
What? No. No,
Well,
not really.
everywhere you're going, you're spending money on fixing something.
Hey, Tim. Hey, Tim.
G'day,
I
Tim.
haven't fixed those things yet.
Oh, oops. Okay.
But my house had a lot more things to fix. Hey, Ronald. Yeah,
You know
I'm in
what?
Las Vegas. I'm in
You know what,
Vegas.
Red? I'm actually incredibly jealous because you are tripping around your home country and you're looking at all these amazing views. I mean, that picture that you put up on your stream, that thumbnail is just exquisite, and I'm so insanely jealous. How are you going to cope with a cruise?
That's gonna be fun.
Okay,
I
well,
can't wait for the cruise. But I'm wanting to get I'm wanting to work out getting Kenny to the Carolina beach when we meet up in North Carolina in October. So
that's going to
I don't
be
know. I'm gonna have to ask him if he wants to camp, if him and Papa want to camp, if we should get a campground for a couple of nights, or if we should just get like an hotel rooms or whatever. Or
well.
I
Kenny
don't know.
camped before, didn't he? Last I think I've seen him camp.
Yeah, he did. He camped at the yeah, and they're gonna camp at Mayberry.
Mm.
They're gonna camp at Mayberry, but we could you know, get Airbnbs or something like that. Or hey, Diane, and hey, Tim. Did I say hi to you, Tim? Tim, welcome in.
Hey, tell me a little bit about your RV.
It's a Class C, and it's 30 feet. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share my Instagram.
Awesome.
See if I have a recent. Okay, tell me if this is working.
Not right now.
Okay, let me click on the right thing here.
And by the way, your internet is awesome too. It's working really well.
Yes. So what happened was
That's better.
in Denver, it didn't work well, and I had run out of my hotspot minutes. I thought it was just that, but AT&T just doesn't work well in Denver. When I went to my son's and did my live streams, they worked. And I was thankful to be able to do that. I did that for the cruise-a-thon at the beginning of the month. Yeah, this is where I am now.
Oh, that's so awesome. That is absolutely exquisite.
Yeah, it's really pretty. Yeah.
So, by the way, with the cruise-a-thon, I want to thank you ever so much because we raised a bucket load of dollars. We ended up with $5,800, of which you were a huge part. So, thank you for that. And we're still looking to get more dollars in so that next cruise up we can bring some more people in on board.
This is me and my son at Rattlesnake Gulch.
Handsome young man.
Hiking. Yeah. It was really pretty.
Oh, that's so gorgeous.
I was at an RV park that was a mess of an RV park. That's me, him, and his girlfriend. And we got our nails done because it was her birthday. So that was fun. I'm trying to find the picture of my RV to show you. Sam. Oh, so I was on, whose live was I on? And Lance mentioned this movie and I watched it. It was good. The long trailer with
Yep.
Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. We went to a German restaurant.
Don't tell Darian that.
Yeah, Darian got hurt. Here's my RV.
Yeah.
I was trying to find. Yeah, I heard that Darian got hurt.
Yeah, he did. He's having
German.
surgery right now as we speak, apparently.
Wow. Yeah, so this is my RV.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2007 Sunseeker. I already apologized to Kenneth because it's a Chevy.
Don't apologize.
Sorry, Ford man. It's a Chevy. But it's doing okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's my bagel. My thing was way down there. This is the German restaurant.
Yep.
Where did that go? We went to a German restaurant. That's this is my son's friend from like 4th grade, and he went to he moved up to Denver from Georgia, and then my son followed him.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, this is cute. It was my parents' anniversary at the end of June, so I wanted to post a picture of them, and that's them with holding my younger son, Ian. Always thought that was so cute.
Well, that is.
Yeah. This is a picture, and on the way to, it's in El Dorado, the place where we went hiking. So it's so the national parks are so overcrowded, and we couldn't get into the Rocky Mountain National Park. But I'm probably going to come back for Thanksgiving, and it's open year round. This is Garden of the Gods, and this is in Colorado Springs.
So what's your RV like to drive?
I've gotten used to driving it. So it was shaking. This is another good picture that
that's
so many awesome. Rainbows.
Yeah.
These people just left. These people with a little itty bitty trailer. This is another picture of Garden of the Gods. That rock is not as red as the other rocks, which is weird. I'm going to. Hello, Fire, Tinder. Who else came in when I missed it? Hello, welcome in. Yeah, so the front end was shaking a little bit, and I was concerned about that because I was going to head down to Arizona to see Box Van D and Cargo Dan. But it's like 100 degrees down there too. But I still want to go. I probably won't stay too long, and then I'm supposed to go up to Illinois where my home base is, because I'm gonna be doggy sitting my friend's doggy, and she lets me use that address. So I help her out when she travels. She's gonna go to Alaska.
Oh.
Yeah.
Envious.
So that's gonna be fun. Yeah. So yeah, Gracie that I met Gracie Seeking Adventure at Alsea Falls, and got to see her cool RV, and she bought it like the same month. She bought it. Did you say October last year? That's when I bought it. I bought mine on my birthday. And I bought it in Illinois. And the first place I went was to see my son in Denver. Hey, Angie. Welcome in, Angie.
There's trouble.
Nah, Angie's not trouble. Oh, you going? Good night, AJ.
See,
Good
AJ,
night.
Larry above from
Thanks for
Plump
coming
Travelers
in.
said he's barbecuing or something, and he was just popped in to say hi, so he's gone as well.
Oh, all right. Well, where's Kenneth?
He's busy sleeping. What's the bet? I bet you he's put on a live stream so he can go to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She bought hers right around the same time as mine, October 7th. Oh, you're heading to Denver. Denver in October will be nice. It was nice. It was pretty nice. It was cold, and there was a little bit of snow when I went in November. But I need to make a reservation this time because where I like to stay is at the state park. But it was too full, and I stayed in. Hey, Chris, welcome in. I stayed in Denver for 4 weeks. I was going to get all these things done, but then I didn't have good internet, so that doesn't help. And I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but I was there to see my son, so that was the main thing.
Have you given any thought to that Starlink?
Yeah, I hear that's going to be the thing to do. To the Starlink. Yeah, I saw somebody. Yeah, saw somebody opening it up. Someone's channel. Gosh, which one was it? There's so many. There's so many channels, and I can't watch all the videos I want to watch.
I know the feeling.
But and I can't remember whose channel it was. But they got their things for Starlink. They got their
It's a dish.
Yeah, like a dish. And it's not mobile though. Yeah, they were
I believe that they were setting up a mobile setup.
Hey, Sharon's back. You were here earlier, weren't you? You popped in and popped out. Because, Sharon was the first one in here. Oh, Spikers is here. I didn't know Spikers was here. And Water Girl. I'm sorry, I missed people. Sean, you're not helping me out with the chat here.
You're right, I'm not. I'm too busy talking to you.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming up.
And I apologize from the heart of my bottom because I'm not doing my job.
Yeah, well, when I put up my pictures from my Instagram, I can't see the chat unless I guess I could look on my phone. That's what I should do.
Oh, now you're going to do a Kenny thing.
Yeah, swipe.
Checking your Tinder. We got
funny.
Julie in there.
Hey, Julie.
And Lorraine, they were beta testing home Starlink, the mobile. Well, that's cool. Maybe you can get on the beta test.
Then you get it for free?
Well, that's a thought. If you say to them, hey, I'm happy to beta test it for you because I'm traveling. You never know. Stranger things could happen.
Sharon's an enigma.
He's an ex-South African. I'll talk to him.
Sharon's an enigma wrapped in mystery. Well, welcome in, Enigma. We welcome you, Enigma. Sean's enigma too.
I'm a total enigma, even to myself.
Yeah. So y'all send me positive vibes and prayers or whatever. I'm either, okay, one of two things tomorrow. If it's not running good, if it's making this horrible noise it made before I got here, then I'm going to have to go find a place to get it serviced in Santa Fe. But if it's okay, then I'm going to go to Quartzsite. I'm going to go to CD.
I would get it looked at it regardless.
Yeah, she told me to do that too.
I would get it looked at regardless because your
Yeah,
safety.
probably going to have to. Yeah, that is what Dee said. I needed to get an oil change, and that's what I didn't get done. Hey, Shebna, welcome in. That's what I didn't get done in and Floss is here. Hey, Floss. That's what I didn't get done in Denver. Is my oil change, which I need to do. I've gone 6,000 miles. I've gone 6,000 miles already. Yeah, and 3 months it was sitting pretty much because I was at my brother's. I left at Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving. I left from Illinois. So that was November. I bought it in Illinois. I bought this in Illinois in October, left in November, but when I got to my brother's, I stayed there like 2 months. And then I also flew back to my friend's to babysit our dog for a month. So it was pretty much sitting. But I've gone 6,000 miles since then. And then I left Southern California in April, mid-April. And then I went up to Oregon, and then I went to Wyoming, and then I went to Denver, and then I came here.
Awesome. Yeah, you got to get it checked because we don't want to get a mic type call. Has anybody know anybody around here can save my life?
Oh.
Because I can't help you.
You can't help me.
I don't want to. I can't. I'm too far away.
You're a little bit far away. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad to have these people to call that can give me a heads up. But like Troy, Nomadic Rat Pack, is like saying, well, here's what you do. It was kind of comforting that the guy did exactly what he said. But I'm like, I'm not going to do this myself, Troy. He's like, get a spray bottle, to check for the leaks.
Yeah.
And but I was like, I got to get somebody to do this. And so Friday.
The problem with Troy is Troy talks in the backseat, and he speaks a language that most of us kind of don't get. And then you've got to try and figure out what Troy is actually meaning because it's not layman's terms sometimes.
Oh, I understand, Troy.
I need
you're so helpful. We get on them.
I need a dictionary to understand Troy.
Sometimes. But when he was telling me to check for the leaks myself, I was just like, no, Troy, that's no. I'm gonna get a professional to do this. And I would have had no clue. This guy, he was a vet. He's semi-retired, and he drove here. He drove here from Santa Fe area. And when I talked to him on Friday, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I was like, well, I can come there I was going to leave today, but a lot of stuff is still closed for the 4th of July today, too. So I decided to say another night. It's only $8 here.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's the first time I've really boondocked by myself, but I don't feel like I'm by myself because I'm in a state. The rangers are always driving around here, and there's people, by me, so I'm not like all alone in the middle of nowhere.
That's cool.
Because I want a boondock, right? Because it's so cheap and stuff, and my generator's working, but
I was going
But
to
I
ask
just
if
don't
you
want to
had
be
solar
alone
power.
by myself, you know?
I was going to ask if you were using stuff like solar power.
I don't have solar power. That's what Troy said too. He's like, come back to my house. We'll put the solar on your roof. You need that. You need the
Put solar,
solar. So.
put solar in and get some batteries on board, and then you won't need the generator.
Hey, Danny came in. Becky came in. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm totally out of it here. Hey, tell Red to wake up, Sean.
Well, you're better than me.
Hey, what did Tim say? Oh, talking about the cough. Yeah, well, it's not COVID. I figured that out. I have a doctor's appointment when I'm in Illinois for August 3rd. So, and I have not had a fever. I don't have a fever.
So Tim has also asked you if you've had the generator serviced.
Before I left Illinois, I did.
Yeah, if you get if you
Hey,
get
Margie.
if you get panels on board and with some battery, I don't think you will need to use the generator that much. Save you some money.
Yeah, I was just thinking I was about to figure out what my gas mileage is.
Yep.
And now I don't think it will be right because I've been using the generator and it's using
Correct.
my gas.
Yep.
So I'm like, shoot. But I think it's only like 9 or 10 or something like that. It's
Now,
bad. I
now
don't even want to know.
are you running on standard petrol or are you running on diesel?
Standard petrol.
Petroleum gas.
Gasoline. Yeah. And I usually I've like roughly figured it out.
Yep.
So I usually go I usually can drive about 4 or 5 hours before I have to fill it again.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes 35 gallons. So
Okay.
figure that out for me, Tim. Hey, Tim.
It's roughly 4 liters to the gallon. So
Um,
35. Yeah, it's like about 130 liters of fuel. That's quite a bit.
we don't do liters here.
Yes, you do. In the medical fraternity, you do. Especially when you're talking about oxygen.
Okay.
But then it's something I've got to understand, you see.
Yeah. So is it cold there? It's winter.
Bloody freezing. It's 13 degrees. 13. Sorry, it's 11. 11, 22.
It gets cool here at
50
night.
degrees.
Actually, the weather here has been pretty perfect. I don't know.
But you're wearing a blanket.
Yeah, it cools off at night, and I have the window open.
Well, close the window.
I haven't had to turn my heater on. My AC came on. I didn't know my AC was on. My AC came on, but it's not been that hot. It's only been up to like 80, 81, and that's not really that hot to me. Then it cools down really fast.
Did you escape the heat wave?
That's what I mean. I'm gonna be driving into it though if I go see.
Okay.
If I go see Dee and Dan. Yeah, it's crazy. It was cool. It was pretty good in Denver too, because it rained, and it hailed in Denver. You know what state I should go back to? Wyoming. I don't think anything happened to me when I was in Wyoming. I didn't stay there very long though. I
That's
think
why
I was
nothing happened. You didn't stay there long
there a
enough.
week.
You got Gracie in there.
What's not the same? Hey, there's Ron. See, he's the one that called me today and was telling me about the what do you call it? The
Up
altitudes
through the
and stuff.
altitude.
And that's probably what did it with my tank, because I had just filled it up. I
Yeah.
filled it up on Wednesday and it and it was fine. I slept on my son's apartment. There's a park, and he's like, yeah, the RVs park over there all the time, Mom. And so we
G'day,
went
Freddie.
to Rattlesnake. We went to hike, and we came back, and I just slept at the park by his apartment. And it didn't leak or anything. It was fine. And
Did
then
you
I'm driving into New Mexico, and then it
when you're
happened.
driving, do you actually seal the cylinder off? As
Yeah,
in
I'm
lock
going
it
to
off?
turn it off from now on when I drive. Hey, Freddie. I missed you coming in. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. You got to go back to work. Gracie's a nurse at a veterans hospital, I think.
Oh wow.
How's the puppy, Angie? The link is pinned at the top if anybody else wants to come up. Tim, Angie,
Oh,
Ron.
is that the way you feel about me? It's like, please, somebody else
You
come
can
up. I'm sick
stay.
and tired of short.
You can stay. You know,
I'm,
I
I'm
had
staring.
I was doing my poetry stream last week, and the only person I excused from saying a poem was Kenneth, and Kenneth didn't come up, and Brandon came up, and I'm like, okay, I'll excuse you from saying a poem, Brandon Jackson. And then Daryl came up, and I was like, Daryl, do you have a poem? And James is here. Hey, James.
G'day, James. How you doing, buddy? I was gonna say, what's the first thing you're looking forward to doing on the cruise?
I hope that I can see Kenneth when he sees that ship and stuff in the water, and that'll be cool.
I reckon that's gonna blow his brains.
We're gonna go eat.
First step on the ship. I want to see that reaction.
Yeah. And all these places I've never been. Hey, Eric B. Hello, welcome in.
Yo, Eric. How are you, buddy?
Clicked on
Eric,
the wrong
I meet you
topic.
in the strangest places. You know,
You
Eric's going to Iceland in about 52 days.
Oh, awesome. I hear that that's a cool place to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I was at 30 and a Wake Up's live, and he said he watched my live. He didn't comment, but I was like, that was nice.
Yeah, sometimes you get a nice surprise when you see people join your channel, or you just see them in the chat and they're actually making a comment. You don't know how many are actually just viewing, but when they're actually making a comment, it kind of feels like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was surprised that he said that, because I was like, oh, you're lurking.
So
Well,
James,
at least it's better than nothing.
James, are you joining us on the cruise?
Yeah, we said 2022.
Yep.
I hope
The
so.
15th of
Cool.
October on the 15th of October on the Carnival Horizon, leaving out of Port of Miami, heading down to, I'm going to get the order right, Aruba first, Bonaire second, La Romana third, Amber Cove fourth, and then back to Miami.
And Bonaire is Dominican, right?
Yep.
My daughter's a nurse, and she was in Dominican for 9 months, volunteering and for a ministry down there.
Oh, wow.
And we really should have went when she was there. Hey,
Mhm.
K, JSK Enterprise, welcome in. I'm gonna get the name right. Oh, former
G'day, JSK. James says yes. I don't know whether he's talking to me or somebody else, but I hope
he booked.
he's booking tomorrow.
I booked tomorrow. You booked tomorrow. Oh, V's here. Hey, V.
G'day, V. How they hanging?
I'm gonna put the link in the chat too. The link is pinned at the top, but hey, Teddy.
G'day, Teddy.
Yeah, if Kenneth's not here, he must be sleeping. That's my guess.
Live. Unless he's in somebody else's live.
Well, he's usually here. He's usually here.
Hey, V, come on up.
Yes, come on up, V.
I've got some important questions to ask you.
Yes, I want to. I want to travel abroad.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what else?
That's why I'm watching Kevin's channel, 30 to Wake Up.
You know what else you need to do, Red, is maybe jump on a plane and fly here, and then hire an RV and just drive around. It will so open your eyes. First of all, the steering wheel's on the correct side of the vehicle.
Oh my goodness, that's going to be even scarier than driving here.
Well, V, if you just woke up, you'd be right and ready to come and join us on the live stream. So get the hell up here. Oh my God.
You just woke up. And it's what time there? 7, 8, 9, 10. 10:45? 7, 9, 40, 9:45? What time is it there, V? You just taking a nap?
Where is she, Central or?
I think she's on the East Coast.
Eastern, it's 1:12, 11.
Oh yeah, so my computer is still on California on Pacific time, but I'm in Mountain time, so it's 8:43 here. What time is it?
Sorry, Lorraine says she needs a little spike. Now, what are we using this spike for, Lorraine? Can't put a spike in the cruise ship.
Oh, you get up so early. You get up too early. I still have this Discord. Have you ever heard of Discord, Sean?
I have. I'm trying to figure out how to use it.
Yeah, I don't know how to log out. I get these messages all the time from
Discord and Patreon. I'm trying to do Patreon as well. There was Ronald. I didn't see Ronald come in before.
Yeah, Ronald. We have 2 Ronalds are here. We just need the other 2. There's 4 Ronalds.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Did any of you guys follow me on Instagram? Because there was
I
a
must have,
Ronald, but I don't think
I
it was
must
any of
admit I
them.
didn't.
It was a another Ron. Now it's
I'm
dark.
going to do something that I never do.
Eat
I'm going to
on
have
a
a
live
sweet
stream.
because I've got a tickling throat.
Oh yeah, I have a. Let me turn the light on.
You see
I have a
this?
cough drop. What is it?
It's called a milk bottle.
A milk bottle?
Yeah, it's supposed to look like a milk bottle. Hang on. Everyone. Oh, everyone hit the like button after the count of 5. Oh, yeah. Good on you, Tim.
God, this.
Oh, V has got a very good point there. Tinder woke her up.
Thunder woke her up. Tinder woke you up. Was it dinging? Was it dinging? No, I actually have a funny story about that.
About Kenny or about Tinder?
About Tinder. You guys are always teasing him about that.
Yep.
And it offends me.
It offends you.
Talk about my YouTube son like that.
It's all right, he can handle it.
Hey, Alana.
Hello, how are you?
How's it going?
Hey. Look at you, looking very smart.
Cold though.
Like your lips.
Thank you.
She had this most gorgeous picture of the place where she's staying.
Where are you?
I'm in New Mexico. I can show you. I can share again. I'm by a lake. It's called STORRIE Lake,
Gorgeous.
which is actually my last name, but it's spelled differently.
Uh-huh. Well, then it's very fitting. Oh, look at that. Divine. Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And
beautiful.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
You enjoy.
I needed a place to just chill for a minute.
Uh-huh. Well, that certainly looks like the place to do it.
Yeah. This is a picture from last night.
Wow. Look at that sky.
Yeah, isn't it awesome?
Awesome.
It was funny. The first night I was here, I could see the people in this trailer watching TV. They had their shade up and their big screen TV right there by the lake.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Wow.
The sun going down.
That's gorgeous.
That's magic.
Look at that sky.
Yeah, this was after the storm. Yeah, and until there's not been very much time when there's not somebody parked right there. There's a little bit of time yesterday, and now they're gone. It's clearing out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's beautiful.
Since the weekend's over. Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
I'm sure. I don't blame you.
Mm.
It's a bit different to where we are.
And
Well,
since it's so inexpensive, I just keep paying. I keep walking up to the office and paying for another day.
that's magic. That's magic.
$8 more. Wow.
Red, I'm going to pull the pin because I need to continue with some work.
Okay. Thanks for coming up.
It's a pleasure. Maybe if I leave Kenny,
Who's going to replace Sean? I got 10 more minutes.
Step up, step up. Nice
Take
to
care.
see you.
Thanks. Thanks for coming up. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Bye.
Bye. Don't you hate weekend RVers? I don't mind. I don't want to be like all alone. So this is the first time I've boondocked by myself, but no, there's no electric and no hookups, no. Hey, Johnny's Journey. Hey, thanks for coming in. If anybody wants to come up, it's at the top. I could go longer. I was gonna go until I have to turn off my generator in an hour, and then well, I probably could still go until my computer dies. 30 watching. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I thought that Troy was going to be here, but might be busy fixing something. Now I'm getting Pinterest notifications. Why am I getting Pinterest? I don't need any more notifications. I need to stop that. Yeah, I have house batteries too, Chris. They run like these lights and stuff. I'm not cold because I have a blanket on. Let me tell you what the temperature is here. See, I'm very cold natured, so I might as well just go down to Arizona. I don't mind heat. It's 69 degrees here. I think it got up to like, what did it get up to today? See here, it's been like tomorrow's only, and it's going to rain again. High of 75, low of 57. High of 77 Wednesday. Oh, it just changed. 79 Wednesday. Low of 55. 84. It's going to be 84. 88. That's the hottest it's going to get here this week. 88 on Friday. So the weather here is really nice. But oh, J-Rock's here. I'm neglecting the chat again. I'm sorry. Hello, welcome in. J-Rock. Okay, 25 is, that's a good temperature, isn't that? What is 25 Celsius? 77. That's good temperature. It's got to normal there, J-Rock? What's the temperature like? Because I've been watching like Chrome, and I started watching Van Lady Cat Van Lady, Chrome's friend, Mia, and she went to a hotel because it's so hot in Canada. Her cat was overheating. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And I was in Denver. It wasn't too hot there. And I was in Denver, and a couple of days, I guess it got up to 90 something. But then it's been rainy, and so it's been It's been pretty cool. I think it might have gotten up to maybe 90 here yesterday, maybe. I had the AC on still. I didn't know that from all the way from Denver when it was hot in Denver, but it wasn't going on because it had cooled off in Denver before I left there and came here. The heat wave rolled through Saskatchewan. Yeah, they were saying it was like 46, which was like 108. And me, I had the radio on. They were saying people were dying and stuff because it's so hot. I mean, you guys aren't used to that. Those temperatures are. Hey, hi.
Hi,
How are you?
The rain is so loud and the thunder's like insane.
Oh my goodness! Every afternoon here, it storms and it scares me half to death. And the whole RV rocks. And there's waves all out on the lake because the wind is blowing so bad. And yesterday I texted Troy and I texted Cargo Dan and I was like, can I leave it's storming really bad. I'm like, is it okay to have leave my generator on?
That's a thing.
It is. But I was nervous and I was scared because it was scary. Hey, Nate is here. Hello, Nate. Welcome in.
It's reading clouds and hearts outside, I'm sure of it.
Yikes.
It's really loud. I jumped out of bed. That's what woke me up. I was like, I'm sleeping until tomorrow morning.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, okay, who's on? I'll just support. I'll push a like while I'm drinking some water. And I was like,
I appreciate it.
I was like, I haven't seen Red for a long time.
Since I have good internet, I was like, I don't know next place where I'm gonna be if it's gonna work.
So you said you're in New Mexico. That's towards Arizona?
It's south, so it's below Colorado.
Okay.
And let me show. I could show you the map. You want to see the map? So to the left, as I go west, I would go into oh, did I take the map down? My bad. Let me get it up again. So I think I'm about 600 miles. 663 miles to Quartzside.
Wow.
And I would go, it's the next state over.
Okay, gotcha.
And what I was saying was that, yeah, my front end was making a rattling noise right before I got here. Like, first my gas is leaking.
Yeah.
That's not bad enough, right? So I stopped and turned my propane off. And then I'm almost to this place, and it's making the roads are bad, though, so not very good roads around here. But it was making a bad rattling noise, and I was like, that doesn't sound good. I got on the phone. Yeah, I got on the phone with Dee. And Dee's like, Boxman D, she's like, Red, do you value your life? How much is your life worth to you? She's like, you could, you don't want to lose, but both Troy and Cargo Dan asked me the same question. Is it pulling or anything like that? And I was like, no, it didn't do that. It's not like, pulling me, you know what I mean? That would be really scary. But the loud noise was very disconcerting too. And smelling gasoline and smelling the propane.
Question. Do you record your drives so you can hear the sounds?
I thought about doing that because I do record when I drive sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Everything rattles and shakes, and I don't know. Are you on Instagram? I shared on Instagram how the TV felt. There was a TV over here. I gave it to Georgie. I gave it to Arvine with G. There was a TV over here, and it fell while I was driving, and that's where the driver's seat is, right there. So it just came inches from falling on my head.
That is God's grace, man. God's grace.
Yeah, it fell on this seat over here, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, oh my goodness!" And then the thing that it was hanging on to was still up there, so I took it down.
I have no memories of that. Just take it all away. Take it all away.
Yeah. And I have another TV in the back that I don't use it. I don't want either of the TVs.
Something I learned, Fred, the bigger, more problems. Smaller, less problems.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I've already been thinking about getting something smaller, but I just learned how to drive this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You can
now I have lots of good memories in this thing. We drove at Elsie Falls. We drove into town in this with Tim and Renee Deuce Rider, and Ron went ahead of us, and I went live. We had to, find internet, and we were on the side of the road, and my computer died during my live, and they're like,
Kenny was
turn on the generator now. I'm like, what do I do? Tim's like, turn on the generator. Remember that, Tim?
Well, now we found where the button was. Isn't that the time we found out that the button for the generator was inside?
The button for, because when my first time boondocking was when I was with Kevin and Ray in the Alabama Hills, right? And Kevin jumped right in here and was looking for the button for my generator, and I didn't even know where it was. So Troy and I found it when we were on a FaceTime call, and he was looking for the switch panel when I blew a fuse, and I didn't even know where my breaker panel was, and he said, "That's your generator." And I told Kevin when he came in here, I was like, well, my generator's outside. I know where that is. It's not in there. It's outside, because when I got it serviced, the man showed me where it was outside and how to turn it on outside. I didn't know there was a button in here.
I would have never known that.
How convenient. Now I don't turn it on out there anymore. I'll just turn it off.
When it's bad weather, just flick it on inside. Like, I called Troy the Savior that time. It's like, Troy to the Savior rescue.
I always text, and then when it's just so scary when your whole rig smells like propane, and I'm trying to get somewhere. Oh, there's Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hi, Dee.
Hey. Speak of the angel.
Yeah.
How long is my RV? It's 30 feet. It's 30 feet. I could get something shorter.
But
I've thought about getting a van.
You have with the driver in part of the RV, right? It's not just an RV plus a vehicle.
Yeah, it's a Class C, so it's a drivable one.
Okay.
I have ants, and they're driving me nuts.
Did you use the Peppermint oil?
No, I have Raid.
It's a
And I got these
chemical.
little, I got the little traps. Where is it? Well, I don't know where it is. But I got these little ant traps.
Ant traps are just feeding them. You're just feeding them, honey.
Oh, really?
When's the last time you washed your rig?
I watched it when I was at the Klamath River.
Okay. Did you try putting cinnamon on the floor around your wheels?
Hmm?
Cinnamon or peppermint oil? Cheapest thing.
I'll have to get that. See, I need to like write these things down. Everybody tell me what to get. And on my live, and I didn't write it down.
Email you this morning.
And I usually go get supplies when I leave here. Hey, Tyrannical Mystery Covers. Welcome in. Welcome in.
All these beautiful people. I'm supposed to be sleeping.
I got chocolate.
Listen. It's time to let go. Finally. I'm like a cat or a dog. I can't sleep when I hear that stuff. I'm like, flashlights are here. My escape routes are where.
Do you want me to take your wrench away, Dee? I can. Why do I have a wrench?
Dee, because blue is your color.
I think you offered to. It was when you were here one time. I mean, I didn't just randomly give it to you. I can take it back if you want. You've had it for a while. But except for when I was at my son's, when I was in Denver, my lives were a mess because I was having to go live on my phone and they were just a mess. And it wasn't working too well.
Hello, J-Rock. Hello, everybody in the chat. My voice is kind of going on and off because I was sleeping. That's why.
So you started with a 34-foot, way too expensive to maintain.
34, that's big. That's double my RV. Literally. The inside of my RV is 70. Wow, that's huge. Do you know how fast I can clean my RV?
Yeah, I can clean mine.
And clean my
Hey,
fridge.
loves.
Hey, loves you. A lot end up busting down. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. That makes me sad for some reason, but I unmodded you. Are you a mod, V? I'll mod V.
I'm not sure. You can. I come in at the beginning or at the end. It depends what I'm doing at night.
Let me see.
But tonight I just couldn't stay up. At 8 o'clock I had supper and I was done. I was out for the count.
I can't find you even here. I can't find you in the chat.
I'm here.
I think you already are a mod.
Probably.
I don't see you.
I couldn't
say something else in the chat. V.
Well, I'm on my phone, so you want me to?
You can't.
I might hang up if I do that. I can do it, but I'll have to come back. Wait, I'm gonna rotate you. Woo!
Let's see. Look, I know how it is on the phone, how difficult it is.
Let me try.
Yeah, I don't even see you here. Let's see. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you.
Here.
I could make Johnny a mod. Okay, and I have Nate. Nate's a great mod.
Okay. I said hey. Did it work? I just said hey.
Yeah, you're already a mod. Thank you. I appreciate you.
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, I don't know. I think I am.
Yeah, I was thinking you were.
I try to help out if you need help. I always think.
She's here. She's here. Hi.
Hi.
Oh my
Hi.
God.
I wasn't really complaining. I don't care about the wrench. The only thing is I'm not a good mod. So the best I can do is greet people. I can't put in links. I'm too slow. I'm
not a
very,
good
very
mod either.
slow.
Okay, I'm putting you back as a mod.
You know what? If you greet,
You don't
the
have
other
to
mods
do
will just
anything.
the other mods will just drop the link. So you just say,
Yeah.
when these are
You're
around,
just an honorary mod.
That's fine. That's fine. I really wasn't complaining. I just wondered because we just had that conversation the other night.
Well, that was about me being a mod on your channel. You
Oh,
have enough
well,
though, but
I said, and I thought you heard me say I only person I mod for is Tanya and Derek. I don't do really mod for them. I really just do greetings and stuff, you know.
mm-hmm. I was
I don't think I would know a troll if I saw one.
Yeah, we don't seem to have. I mean, I haven't seen anybody that I know have too much trouble with trolls. I had some people trying.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. I had some people trying to come up in on my live, but like I didn't know them, so you know,
Yeah.
Kenneth's there going no, and I'm like,
Yeah,
no, I'm not
if
gonna.
you just
I'm
use
not gonna do
common
that.
sense, you know. There was somebody, I can't remember who, but I know somebody had somebody come up and they were no clothes on from the waist down. So
Oh
when
my
they came up, they looked like they were normal, and then they stood up and
Oh my goodness,
they had to get rid of them really fast. I don't know who that was. But I guess
heard those
you do have
stories.
to. That's why I'm very cautious about. If I don't know you, I will not bring you up on that path.
You know,
I think I probably offended a few people when I say that, but that's what it is.
You know what
and
I had? If you want to bring somebody up that's new, always have your picture on your click that says solo layout, because you could just put your face, and then you could just get them off your screen super fast.
Yeah, not just a little
live?
icon. It has to be an actual person. Yeah.
Because I was like, just in case.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, and I had people that were just came into my chat, and then they were showing up in my basement, and I was like, I don't think so.
But Rod, did you make that new friend with the country guy? John, was it John or James?
Oh,
James.
He's been a friend for well over a year, about a year.
James Redwell.
He's due to be here in a couple days. He's on the way. He's on his way.
Yeah. She's talking about hybrid life.
Yeah.
V.
Yeah.
V was talking about the singer that I had on my live on Memorial Day. He's very good.
A singer? You had a singer? Who was that?
Yeah, his name is James Breedwell. Well, he's not like famous, but he's a singer. He's in Nashville. And yeah, he sang on my live on
no, I
Memorial
didn't,
Day.
Let me answer. Freddie, I didn't get the guy's website. I think they got rid of him. He was a troll. It took a while, but they got rid of him.
Good job.
Huh.
I'm sure he's off of YouTube or at least blocked. So whatever. I don't know. I don't know the details. I just know that. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah. Whose guy was that?
The guy that stood up on there somebody's channel.
Oh.
That one. Freddie was wanting to know more information about it, but anyhow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I don't know.
I love your haircut. It suits you so well. It's like so spunky. I love it.
Yes, it is.
I'm haircut envious. That's probably why everybody has short hair. Well,
it's sure a lot easier to take care of. all I have to do is take a wash rag, really. Of course, every morning when I'm in a park right now, so there's a bathroom here. Every morning when I go over to that bathroom, I'll just get it all wet when I wash my face and brush my teeth and everything. So it's really easy. It's a little too long on the top. It needs to be flattened out so that I can put some gel on it and make it look a little spikier. Not spiky, but you know what I'm saying.
She's joking. She was joking, she says.
Huh?
But she said she was joking about, did you get the guy's channel?
Oh.
The guy that exposed himself.
She says troll equals short, fat, little green guy lives under the bridge.
Yeah. Yep.
That's not pretty, Dick. Let's get it right. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yep. So what turned out to be okay was the James Breadwell. I'm not sure that's how you say it. I think that's how you say it. And I think that is when I made you a mod.
Yes, because I remember dropping
a
few of his links so you could click on one of his songs or whatever.
Yeah, because you were checking if he had a channel, because he was going to come up, and we had just met him, and so the first time he came,
I think that weekend there was somebody who had gotten either whatever on one of the lives, and everybody was like, "Hi, Lurks."
Oh,
Your
really?
volume, V, is coming off a little chunky. I don't know.
It's probably because my hands are up into the volume. Maybe that's why.
And
I don't know. It's been doing that, so I'm not sure.
She's on her phone.
And my vocal cord, because I was sleeping.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
I only have one vocal cord that works. So.
Okay, so it sounds like it's vibrating a little bit. Okay.
Physically.
I knew you had something going on with your throat. I just didn't know what. Okay.
I have a paralyzed vocal cord.
A paralyzed vocal cord. That's interesting. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I'm an anomaly. It's all good.
But at least you have one that works.
Hey, I have a smile. If I was,
you know what? That's a blessing.
That's what I say. There's people that are worse off. So
that's the way I see it. My eyes are going bad, but I can still see. I can still drive. So it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I've had a lot of stuff, but I'm still here and I'm still doing everything I need to do. Mm-hmm. So
I enjoy watching you because my mom-in-law never got to go travel, and I said,
"Oh, was Johnny's Journey show that? Hang on." James, he says it was a long time before that. It was another one. Yeah. Hi, Gracie.
Yeah, Gracie's here. Is Johnny still here?
How many people you got in your chat? There's quite a few in the chat.
27 watching, it says.
Wow, that's pretty good. Very
and I
good.
have 27 thumbs up. That's good. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You betcha. Hang on, I got a message.
I always say,
let me see what my message is.
I always say, ring the doorbell when you come in like you would do in my house.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not just going to come in without ringing the doorbell, but you'll know that I'm coming in. Hi, Freddie Shaver, the woman.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, boy. I was cold. I had the air conditioner on, and I had to put my sweatshirt on in here. And I had the window. I woke up this morning, I had to put it on.
I had the window open, so I got my blanket.
Well, if I open the door, it'll be hot in here, believe me. But I can't open the door because Maxie will go out. So I can't.
Little daredevil.
I guess I could put him on the leash, I suppose. I don't know. I just hate to have him on the leash all the time, 24/7.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I'm going to leave here tomorrow and see if it starts making that noise again. and I'm gonna head towards Santa Fe.
Did you get your what is
Propane?
something else? Yeah, did you get all that taken care of? And you
Yeah,
you were gonna
mobile
do
guy.
an oil change or something.
I didn't. Yeah, no, I haven't done that yet.
Oh.
The propane guy, the RV tech came on
Well, he
Saturday.
came that a few days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, he came to check out the propane and all of that, but I haven't. I don't know what the noise was that happened right before I got here on Thursday.
But does your steering feel funny?
No, it doesn't.
Was it just a noise, or was it in your steering?
It was like a noise. No, my steering didn't do anything.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
the noise is not so worrisome. If it feels like it's doing something in your steering, then I would be very worried. I didn't realize it was just a noise.
Yeah, it's just a noise. Hey, Fairy Dust. Hey, Renee. Welcome in.
Can I say something to Fairy Dust? This morning I told Fairy Dust to do a video, and I was going to do a drive-through video. I did the drive-through video.
I know you did. I haven't had a chance to watch it.
She did.
I don't do driving videos. I can't say never. Sometimes I have a little clip of it in my videos a long time ago, but I'm going to do it once I get my. I don't have a good GoPro, but I have a cheap, like a fake GoPro. I'm going to put it up on my dash, and so use it as a dash cam since I can't walk.
I used my selfie stick, and that's pretty much it.
Oh, wow. How do you drive with a selfie stick?
Well,
I tried.
It's just like if you were to drive standard, you just drive one hand.
Nah.
It's kind of the same situation. The younger generation won't know what a standard is. So.
Yeah, Freddie, my speech has gotten better since I had the stroke, but I'm responded to a point that was made. But it's still pretty bad at times. I was talking to somebody the other day on the phone. Somebody that's actually in the chat can verify this. I lost my ability to talk completely. I couldn't put two words together again. So it was very I thought I was having a stroke again, but I wasn't. I was just overheated. But yeah.
I know that feeling.
Oh, she said it's gotten better since I got the dog. I don't know about that, but but the dog has made me happier, that's for sure. And he keeps me busy. He keeps me on my toes.
Yeah.
Well, beautiful ladies, I'm going to go back to bed.
Okay, get some rest.
Okay.
James, I saw that video where you did the driving video and Cindy had to take over. That's great. She was kind of forced to talk on the video because she had the phone or camera, whatever. And he kind of forced her into it, but she did very well. Actually, she did really well. Yeah.
Kisses, ladies.
Get some rest, hon. Love you,
Get some rest. Love you.
Sweet dreams, people. Bye.
Good night. Thanks for coming up. She's so sweet.
She is. She really is. I can't believe how many cool people there are on YouTube. You know, I never would have imagined. And some people I wish I knew better. I know a lot of people names or channels, but I don't really know them personally, and I wish I did. But I can't get that close to that many people. How many people can you establish a close relationship? It's a lot easier when you see them in person. Then you won't forget, you know. But I forget things. I may watch their videos and forget even what their names are, let alone. I watched so many videos, I couldn't tell you most of the time.
Yeah.
Hey, look what I made this morning, Red. Oh my gosh. I got busy. I said, you know what? It was still cool enough this morning. So I turned on the toaster oven, and I had a cookie dough in a container that I bought at the Walmart. I made chocolate chip cookies.
Oh,
and I
those look
made
good.
about almost 2 dozen. So I told John when he gets here, can look forward to having a chocolate chip cookie. Chocolate.
Ah, good.
Chocolate. Oh,
I got these.
well,
I got a bag for you.
I always eat too much candy, but I said, you know what? I felt like having a good, real chocolate chip. I can buy that crap at the store, but it's not the same. So this is better. And it wasn't the kind you cut. I'll get the container. I'll show you.
And they're already.
It's gonna be on one of my videos, so it doesn't matter.
Good. Yeah.
Lost my chocolate chip. Hang on. Oh, that's good. Actually, I haven't eaten dinner yet. I shouldn't eat this.
I didn't eat dinner yet either.
I'm so bad. I'm trying to make sure I eat breakfast every day because I know me. I'll get busy doing things. I'm editing all day and doing stuff all day long, right? And 8-10 hours will go by and I haven't eaten anything. So I ate a bowl of cereal this morning about 7:30. I haven't eaten anything since. It's 8:30 now. What? 13 hours?
Oh.
I haven't eaten it, but I have eaten a couple cookies. I have had a few cookies.
I have a skinny pop. I have.
Well, last night
These are good.
Yeah, last night I actually made a great big kind of a chef salad. I just threw some odds and ends in it. I had some ham diced up and some bacon bits, and I put some raisins in it and ranch dressing and what else? And cheese, mixed cheese, shredded cheese. So that was a good meal. But when I don't cook at all, sometimes I just have to have a protein drink. I have a little shaker.
That's good.
And I put this protein powder in there.
That's a good idea.
Shake it up really good. At least I'll get something in me. You know.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You can buy them. They are kind of
expensive. Aphasia. It happens a lot of the time after a stroke. If medicine is forgotten, you get too hot. You try to multitask. People appreciate me more when I can't talk. Yeah, me too, probably.
They're probably wishing Red would get that too.
Aphasia. I wonder why then the doctors never told me that. You know, the doctors could never explain. I even saw a speech therapist when I was in rehab for my broken back. And they couldn't figure out what it was causing that. I don't know. Oh, clam chowder.
I love
it
New
too,
England.
but I only like a certain. If I'm going to buy it in a can, I like Snow's clam chowder. You can't buy that anymore in the stores. And I tried to buy clams, and I couldn't even buy clams. So I found the clam juice to make homemade chowder, but I couldn't find the
My
clams.
grandmother used to make that.
I make homemade chowder. Yeah.
Yeah, my grandmother used to make it. The bacon and milk and
a little bit of potatoes,
potatoes,
clams, clam juice. It depends on what you want to put in it, but that's most of the ingredients. Some seasoning.
She was from the Boston area. She's from Boston.
Right. I don't like the red clam chowder, but I do like the white one.
I don't. I used to eat the red clam chowder. My mother used to buy it in a can. But I like the white clam chowder better. But I used to like I used to like
I'm
the red
funny.
kind when I was little.
Yeah. I'm
My mom
funny.
used to get it.
I was allergic to cooked tomatoes when I was a kid. And to this day, I don't like things with a lot of tomato sauce or tomato paste. That's why I don't love pizza. They put too much of that tomato paste on it.
Huh.
So
Can you get it without it?
a pizza without tomato sauce?
Sauce?
I never heard of that.
Huh. They make it special for you.
Yeah, but
He says, I'm about to fall asleep to food
what's
talk.
going to hold the stuff on the dough? That's what kind of makes it into the dough. You know, I don't. Whatever. I'm boring tonight. I think I should get down.
No.
I am. I'm boring.
You're not boring. You're not boring. Food. People like you to talk about food. Everybody loves to talk about food. I mean, Kenneth's whole channel is food.
Yeah, that's true.
I love that.
No, and cahoots.
And cahoots, yeah. I can't stand cahoots.
Did anybody go to Becky and Fabian's baby shower today on YouTube?
I saw that. Do I know them? I saw that.
I don't know. Maybe you should get to know them. Their channel is Proceeding Onward in America. She's due to have a baby anytime. I suggested to her on one of her live streams one time.
That's where I heard about it.
We should have a virtual baby shower. And then she did. She went with it. So she didn't ask me to help her with it, but that's okay. But Natasha from Nursing Our Travel Bug did all the hard work on it. And it was great. People send them gifts through Amazon, through their baby gift registry, and they open all the gifts on their on the live stream. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's right. I heard about it on your live. I heard about it on your live. That's why I subscribed to them, and I looked at it, and I was like, I'm not sure. I was like, that looks vaguely familiar, but yeah. I was at 30 in the weekend.
Gracie says she wished she could send me the clam chowder from the old Oregon Smokehouse in Rockaway, Oregon. I'll tell you what, if somebody wants to send me good clams, either Snow's Clams from Snow's brand clams or something that's really reputable, because I think there's a reason. Probably clams are contaminated these days, depending on where they get them from. That's got to be the reason they're not selling it in the stores. I don't know. But yeah, I would love somebody to send me a couple cans of clams, good clams.
Yeah. So I had clam chowder, New England clam chowder at Coos Bay when I was in Oregon. It was really good, and they give you the sourdough bread bowl to put it in.
Right.
It's so good.
Well, and in fact, that's really what I did. I bought the bread, and I couldn't get all the ingredients. I'll tell you, the best place to get clam chowder, maybe there's other places, but when I was in San Francisco area,
that's what it reminded me of.
Went to the wharf, you could get fresh clam chowder, put it in a bowl or whatever. And
that's where my grandmother lived. She lived in the Hayward.
The sourdough, San Francisco sourdough bread. Oh, God.
Yes, that's why I loved it at Coos Bay, because that's where I used to get it in San Francisco. My grandparents lived in San Francisco. Hey, Bree. Yeah. So that holds so much nostalgia for me.
Yeah. I love
San Francisco. My grandparents lived up there.
Grotto number 9, I think.
Yep.
You know, man, there were some good places to eat there in San. Did you ever go to Ghirardelli's Square?
Yeah,
I used to
go there all the time.
There was a coffee place up on the top of a great big, I don't know what, a balcony up in a building that's you have to go up to the back balcony, and they serve such good coffee drinks, better than Starbucks any day of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to
Man.
go to Fisherman's Wharf all the time when we went
Did
there.
you ever go to Alcatraz?
That's funny that you just said that, because I was just thinking that, but we'd never go to Alcatraz.
Why?
Never go to Alcatraz.
That
I
was
used
a
to get the
great.
t-shirt.
That was a good little tour.
I don't
you
know. That wasn't.
If I
My-
get back into that area, I would like to do that again. And I want to
My
go
uncle-
to some places there.
Yeah, my uncle worked for the San Francisco Chronicle. Like, all my relatives were up there, and I just went up there when I left my brother's in April. I went up north, and that was the first place I went, and I stayed at Half Moon Bay. Half Moon Bay State
Oh yeah,
Park
that's another
is
nice
really
place.
beautiful.
Man, you can get good
So
abalone
beautiful.
shell there in Half Moon Bay. Abalone shell.
We used to
People
always
die
get
for
the
it.
abalone.
Beautiful
shells.
stones. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I
A lot of
filmed.
people don't know this about me, Red, and you don't know it about me either. I've never shared this on my YouTube channel. I was married to a security guard in a prison at one time, and I was also married to an inmate in a prison at one time. So I got my wires twisted up.
Did they know each other?
Well,
Did they know each
yeah,
other?
they did, I guess. Not at the, they weren't friends or anything, but they knew each other. But he didn't work in the same prison that the inmate one did. Was that? No. I don't know. We were talking about Alcatraz. I thought I'd share that a little bit. What do you not know about Box Van D? She's an open book. Everybody knows everything about me, but that's something nobody knew. So maybe I'll put that on a trivia question on my live
Write this
stream
down,
one day.
people. Write this down. Write this down.
Write it down if I ask a question. Box Van D, you rebel.
You rebel.
I was back in the day. I rode a 3-wheel motorcycle, and I popped wheelies on that in a 2-piece bikini when I was 17 years
I heard
old.
that story. Yeah. That's what my oldest brother was. He was the rebel. And see, I think the reason my mom's very proper, I think that's why you don't want to go to Alcatraz. I don't know why we didn't ever go to Alcatraz, but my uncle would often take us into the city and give us a tour, and we would go to the China Gardens. We would go down the crooked street, and
all the little
we would never.
The vendors out there, kind of like, man, they have.
And we went there,
kind of like going to Mexico.
Yeah, I went there on we went to see family for our honeymoon to save money. And since, they lived in California, this is why my husband didn't take me anywhere, because my family lived in California. His family lived in Florida. He's like, I don't have to take you anywhere. We'll just go see our family. And then we don't have to get a hotel either. We just stay with them.
Oh,
and
Amy said she went to Alcatraz when she was 15 years old. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we would go all the time. I don't know. I couldn't even count how many times I've been to San Francisco. So my parents met in, my dad was born in San Francisco in 1928.
What do you want, Maxie? Maxie wants to go pee. Can you carry on? I'll come back. But
okay.
I'm going to close my picture. I won't, but I'm just going to do this.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Thank you.
Maxie has to go. Gotta take care of my baby.
Yeah, you do. So my dad was born in San Francisco, and he was adopted, and my parents met in the Bay Area also. They met at church. They met at Hayward Presbyterian Church in Hayward, California. It's in the Bay Area. And when I left my brother's, I went up north there. I drove through Hayward. I was going to make a video. That was going to be the first video I edited, was going to be of the Bay Area. And you guys, I went over, I think I'm going to post it just as it is, the video of going over. So as I was going north, I went over the Golden Gate Bridge. And so we would always go over the Bay Bridge, or, you know, the other bridges. And I was like, why don't we ever go over? Because it's way north. The Golden Gate Bridge is way north. And so I got to go over the Golden Gate Bridge this time, because I couldn't even count how many times I've been to San Francisco, because, you know, my grandparents lived up there and we would drive up there from LA all the time, you know, at the Christmas time. And then we go up there and caravan, I guess, to go camping at Yosemite, which is further north. We go to Tahoe with my grandparents and my aunts and uncles and stuff. And just a lot of memories in that area, in the Bay Area. And that's where I went when I left my brother's place in April. And I was so excited to go over the Golden Gate Bridge, because I was like, we never go over that bridge. And it's because it's so far north. But anyways, a lot of memories up there. And I couldn't find, you guys, I was driving in Hayward and I could not find my grandparents' house. And I think they made the street is one way. And I think I was probably going the wrong way on the street. I don't know, but I don't know why I could not find my grandparents' house. So I was kind of sad about that when I went up there. And yeah, that's my story about the Bay Area. And so thank you all for being here. Still 27 here. Yeah, I'm still thinking about, in these next, I'll probably be driving around in my RV for another year. I don't know. But eventually I'm going to get a sticks and bricks somewhere. And I still do want to get a house in California. I still do. You need to go, Bree. You need to go. It's beautiful. Oh, but the interesting thing, I think I said it on one of my lives, is I drove into South San Francisco. I hadn't hardly ever been there. And I went to Candlestick Park. There was an RV park. And I'm glad I didn't stay there. But outside this RV park was like an RV graveyard. It was like a tent city, only it was RVs. And they didn't look like they had been moved for a while. And this was just like, well, like I said, my mom was I'm trying to explain my mom. My mom was an awesome person, but she's kind of snooty, I guess. And I was like, I don't remember this part of San Francisco. We didn't go to the bad parts of San Francisco. Anyways, we went to the touristy parts and to Fisherman's Wharf and stuff. But yeah, so I didn't end up staying at that RV park in San Francisco. And then I found Half Moon Bay, which was so beautiful. And that's where I made the bubbles too. I emptied my black tank and put all these buckets. There was nobody behind me finally to empty their black tank. So I put all the buckets of water down my black tank, and then I had bubbles, and the ranger stopped me and was like, "You have bubbles coming out of the top of your RV." Yeah, I like we were talking about Renee, we were talking about the clam chowder in the sourdough bowls. That's so good. So good. Yeah. It's beautiful there, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, well, I have a story about the San Francisco airport. Oh my goodness.
I didn't get lost. He just couldn't make up his mind if he really wanted to go or not.
Maxie. He's such a character, isn't he?
He is. He is. Sometimes he looks like he's totally bored, because he probably is. We've been stuck in this truck because it's been too hot to go outside. And so all he does is lay around. He needs some exercise, but I can't do it in the heat. So I just let him out long enough to go to the potty. And then he has to come back in where it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so the airport. So I get these crazy ideas. The last time I saw my grandmother too, it was 95, and I only had 3 kids then. And I think my oldest was about 8. Maybe she was 10. Wait, 95. She was probably 8. Yeah, they were 8 and 5 and 2. My oldest 3. So they're the only ones that got to meet my grandmother. And I let my husband do this thing, and because he got to travel, I didn't get to travel. My ex is from Taiwan, and so I think his mother was thinking of going back to visit, and so I said, well, you should go with her, and I'll visit my family while you're over there. And so his mom flew into San Francisco. We drove across the country many times with the kids. I can't remember how many times, First, that was when we had 3. That might have been the first time we drove across the country with them. When we had 3, and then we had 4, and then we had 5. It's very stressful to drive across the country with that many kids. It's very stressful. So we did that, and his mom flew into San Francisco, and we met her there. And I think my grandmother had met her though already, because she came to my wedding in Florida when we got married. But so, and my grandmother, she still kept going. She was 89. She was 89 when she passed away, and she was bowling and everything. And I was like, well, I got to take Bob into the San Francisco airport. And she's like, yeah, I want to come with you. But she couldn't walk a long ways to the thing, and we grabbed one of those wheelchairs, and then I had to go get the car, and I left my oldest. I took the 2 boys that were 5 and 2, and so here I am with my 89-year-old grandmother and the 3 kids to San Francisco airport. I dropped Bob off, and to fly to Taiwan with his mom, which was nice. And I think he was gone 2 weeks or something. And I go to get the car. I go to get the van, and I set my grandmother and my 8-year-old, down on its bench. And I go, and I end up coming out, and I'm on the wrong level. And I'm like, where are they? I left them on that bench right there. And
You can get lost in that place. You know what? I'll tell you what. If I'm gonna stay on your live stream, I have to eat something. So I'm gonna
Yes,
turn
eat
my
something.
computer. I'm gonna make a quesadilla.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're gonna get to see my back and whatever. You're gonna have to deal with that, or I can get down.
We'll make you big. No, we're gonna watch you make your quesadilla. That's good. So I'm driving around in circles at the San Francisco airport. I left my 89-year-old grandmother on a bench with my 8-year-old, and I'm about in tears because I can't find them. I'm on the wrong level of the airport. Finally, I stop a security person, and I'm about in tears. And I was like, I left my grandmother and my daughter on this bench. And he's like,
That's
there's 2
sad.
levels.
That is
Yeah.
sad.
I was so upset. I mean, and here he just left me. And then when I went down to LA, well, I went to my parents were in Aurora Grande, and then I was going to my sister's in Los Angeles. My mom's trying to tell me when I leave, she's like, it's hard, it's confusing to get to your sister's house, and she's trying to tell me blah, 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 and I'm not listening. And I'm like, bye, Mom, I'll see you later. And so then when I got down to LA, my sister's, I went the wrong way because I wasn't listening to my mom. And I got lost, and I went to turn around, and I got a flat tire. So here I am alone in LA. Well, not really. My family's there, but
you guys know I don't do cooking videos.
She's doing a cooking video for me. Thank you, Dee.
Very rare, but I do. Gotta melt my butter. I don't want anybody to see me. I guess you know what I know I could do would do what I did with Maxie. Close the camera.
No, you don't have to.
Oops.
We have to make sure you stay safe.
Hang on. Stop cam. There.
Are you gonna show us it when you're done?
No. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
Seriously? Watch me. It's stupid. You can't really see it. The camera's not good, but all right. I'm just heating some butter in my little cast iron skillet. I'm doing a simple quesadilla. I could put ham in it, but I don't want to have to dig it out. So I have a tortilla here. As soon as the butter's hot, I'm going to throw my tortilla in here. This is crazy. Doing a cooking video on Red-Headed Riding Hood's live stream. Not really.
Yeah, that's good.
So the tortilla's in there. I'm going to throw the cheese in there. Boring. I could
No, it's not.
Red, I really could get down. I don't have to be up here.
No, that's okay. This is good. You could hear more stories about me getting lost in LA. Lost in LA with my kids.
I get panicky when I first, my eyes were first bad. I get very panicky when I go into a dark place like a casino or something to eat a meal, or go into a parking lot. I get lost and I panic.
No.
Not so bad anymore, but you don't have to show the whole picture of me. Good grief.
This is interesting. Hi, Cookie. Cookie's here. Ava's here. Hey, Ava.
Very simple quesadilla. Just cheese. That's all it is. I put one on the bottom, put the cheese in, and put the next one on top. And I heat both sides, turn it over as soon as it's brown, and pull it out. And I can't adjust my heat very well on this stove for some reason. I never could. So, anyhow.
Yeah, I used to always make chicken.
Yeah, I like chicken. I like whatever meat you have, or I like it with fresh tomatoes, a little chopped green onion, And trying to think what else I like to put. I love avocado in a quesadilla, but I don't have any of that stuff. So I kind of stuck with what I got. So just cheese. I do have ham. I just didn't get it out.
Ross wants to know if you're making enough for all of us.
I know. You guys gonna watch me eat it.
It's gonna make me hungry.
It's
I
like
have what I have is a hot pocket.
I have some fresh bacon bits. Maybe I put that in there. Let me get some bacon bits.
This is better than seeing Kenneth sleep, Ronald said. You gonna go in your RV and see your grandkids?
I can find them.
Can't find the bacon bits. Oh, Fire Tinder's back.
I know.
Thanks for coming back.
It's not a real quesadilla, but it is what it is.
It's a real quesadilla.
It's food in the belly.
Yes, you need to eat.
I would starve to death if I didn't force myself to eat.
Oh my goodness, I don't have that problem. I eat too much.
Only because ever since I had that propane poisoning, I couldn't eat for almost a year. And I literally lived on a liquid diet.
What was that? What is that? Explain that to us.
Huh?
Propane poisoning? What is that?
Yeah, I had a propane leak in my trailer for 6 months. I didn't even know it.
Oh my goodness.
And I smoked in the trailer all that time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
see, that's why it scares me. I'm wanting to just take my propane
what it
tank
was
out.
I had a slow leak in my propane tank, which was inside the trailer. And I didn't know it because I wasn't using it. It was during the summer, and the whole summer it leaked a little bit, I guess. The regulator was no good. So that's my tortilla. Let's see if I can show everybody. There's my tortilla.
Oh, that looks good.
There's the other side.
That looks good.
I'm just going to cut it up and eat it while I'm visiting with everybody.
Yes.
So that's pretty simple quesadilla.
Yeah, we used to make those all the time.
Very simple, but I said if I don't eat something, I'm going to be in trouble. So I'm trying to do better. I'm not doing better.
Yeah, you need to eat. You need to eat.
I have put on a little bit of weight in the last year.
I've lost 26 pounds since I left Georgia.
I gained.
That's good because I gained 30.
I gained about 20 pounds in the last year. I was down to about 106, and now I'm probably 126.
That's good. That's good.
So there we go. There's the tortillas quesadilla.
Good.
Drooling with cheese. Okay, let me sit down.
I'm probably gonna heat up my Oh, Jay.
How long are you're going to be on live, Red?
Just a little bit longer. I probably, I can still go, but I have to turn my generator off in a minute.
Yeah. One thing I would tell people about propane is probably safer than electricity. You can have an electrical fire too. Propane is. I had a little 1 pound canister of propane. I didn't realize I threw it in the trash in the burn pile.
Oh my goodness.
And it never exploded. It burned till the fire was gone in a high fire. It would not explode. So it takes something to trigger it. It takes a spark. But it has to have a leak somewhere to. The propane has to be getting out and have a spark, I think.
Yeah.
Anyhow, all I can say is propane tanks are very safe, and they do tell you to take a lot of precautions, but most people that are in vans and small RVs do have propane in their rigs, inside the rigs. So they're really, really pretty safe. You do just want to take precautions. Now I have a detector, so that if I have a leak, I would know it now. But I didn't have one at that time.
Mine
And
doesn't go off.
it wasn't the propane tank. It was the regulator on the Mr. Buddy heater that was bad.
Wow.
So what happened is the regulator was bad, so the propane would leak through that and then spill out a little bit at a time. And it had a slow leak, and one day it was starting to get cold. I needed to use that heater. And I went to turn it on. I got nothing. I checked the propane tank. It was, last I had looked before, it was full. When I checked it, when I needed it, it was completely empty. And then I found out later, when I was doing the check, that it was the regulator that you attach to the Mr. Buddy heater when you're using a 5-gallon propane. So it had a 5-gallon tank, and the regulators can go bad. So you want to check. I would recommend changing your hose and your regulator at least once a year, people, because they do get bad. They can get a bad fitting on the regulator. But that regulator I had bought on Amazon, and it apparently was faulty. It was totally loose when you could spin it. So it was bad anyhow. But I'm not worried. I still have propane. I'm not worried about it. But I did get propane poisoning on top of everything else I had going on. It wasn't just the propane. I was all the medication I had for the broken back and broke surgeries and all that stuff. So the combination of everything, I just couldn't eat. Everything made me sick. The smell of food made me sick. And I would want to heave. So probably took me about a year before I could actually sit down and actually eat a real meal. It was bad. It was bad.
Wow.
But I lost a ton of weight. My friend Jan kept sending me Boost drinks, high calorie, high protein drinks. That's what I lived on, and soup.
Wow.
I to this day, the smell of eggs make me sick.
Oh, wow.
Or onions. I like onions, cooked onions. I don't like raw ones, but I do like cooked onions. But what does Bree put in there? Oh, put in my channel.
So yeah, this is when I usually go live. But it's I usually go a little later because Prairie Life was going before me. They took over Paula's spot and Going Green Mom, and then Prairie Life will go live, and then me. But Prairie Life has not been going live for the summer. She's going to start going live again in the fall.
Well, one thing I will tell you, okay, our community has grown so much that people are just coming in and do the live streams whenever. So if you have a time slot, somebody's going to come in and do it at the same time. That's the way it is. If you have 100 channels that are all doing live streams and only 12 hours a day, how many live streams can you do back to back? So that's why I don't push following one stream after another. I can sit and watch 12 hours of live streams.
Yeah.
So I encourage people to go to the ones they want to go to. If they come to mine, fine. If they don't, that's okay. Whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But I have been pretty regular I used to be at 5 o'clock on Mountain Time, but when the time changes, right now I'm at 5 o'clock Pacific Time. When the time changes, I'm not going to change my time slot because I don't want to have to deal with that. Because
Yeah, they don't. Do they not do it in Arizona? They don't
no,
do.
no,
Yeah.
right, no time change.
Mhm.
So I've been doing.
Yeah, I have my alarm set on my phone.
Yeah, I've been doing it
He's going
Pacific
live.
time for about 6 months now. So I'm just going to stay on Pacific time.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll keep trying to go, but I'm gonna turn off my generator. I don't think the guy's gonna come.
Oh, I thought you were plugged in. I thought you were plugged in that campground.
No, I'm boondocking here.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if the ranger, but the ranger came. It was like 4 minutes. 4 minutes after 10 is all it was, and he came and knocked on my door to turn the
until you
generator.
turn off. Yeah,
To turn off the generator. Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, which I didn't mind. I had my
10
alarm
o'clock
set.
is usually quiet time in any RV park or campground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10 o'clock. I imagine I wouldn't be told to turn mine off here, but a good thing I'm plugged in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like being plugged in, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
I spent, and it was called Denver Meadows, but they called it even in the they gave it a review, called it Denver Ghettos, because it was like really in a bad neighborhood.
Like a
The
ghetto.
park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can't find an RV park these days for anything less than $30 to $50 a day. Even that's pretty reasonable.
It was 48. It was like $1,300 to stay there for a month.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could afford that, I could afford a house. You know, that's
Really?
why I'm living this way. I can't afford rent.
Yeah. Yeah, and I need to stop being so wasteful. That's why I couldn't come down for your birthday. Well, my son was they had something planned already. They went to a concert, and I didn't know that, and I was trying to text him.
Maneuver around that.
Yeah, I was trying to text him, and they didn't have any service wherever they were at. They go to these concerts like what do they call them, festivals, the music festivals.
Yeah.
And they were camping there, and they were off grid. They didn't have any service. And I had paid till the 30th.
Say good night to Ava and her friends. Ava
Good night, Ava.
Going to bed. Good night, hon.
I got a bug on my screen.
You don't watch the chat very good, Red.
I don't.
I know. You only have 20 some odd people. You should be able to keep up. Try to keep up with. Try to keep up with 60 to 100 people. That's why I can't follow chat, but you don't have a good reason. Sorry. That's none of my business.
No, I don't. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry, people.
He tells it like it is.
I know everybody that's here. Yeah, nobody else snuck in when I was showing.
Because you know them, you know them, so you need to see if they're saying anything. At least we need to pause once in a while. Shut up long enough to look. I'm bad, Brett. I'm teasing you, but seriously, I do like to.
Paying to camp is crazy.
It is. It is. It's crazy. I only paid for camping, literally, once, I think, in the last 5.5 years. I've done nothing but off-grid or boondocking. Until the last month when I had to rent this space in this RV park because I couldn't stay in this 119, 120 degree heat without air conditioning. And I couldn't travel. And plus, there's fires going on all over Flagstaff. And that's 300 miles away. So.
Yeah. Yeah. My niece in Flagstaff moved up to Idaho. And so I found out she was gone. So, yeah. Now I'm not going to Flagstaff, so.
Well, when I started this journey, people, I understand about sticks and bricks. I don't have a problem with them. I couldn't afford it. I left a bad marriage and I moved into my car. I couldn't afford to pay rent anywhere. I was coming out of California, which is high prices anyhow. And you couldn't rent an apartment in California for less than $1,000 a month. Crazy. I made $800 a month. No way. Even low income, there's 5-year waiting lists for the low income housing. If you can even get on a list. So it was impossible. I had no choice. Then I embraced this life. You know, I love this life. I'm really just disappointed I have to stay in an RV park, but it is what it is, you know. I do what I have to do.
It's okay. It's hot. You need to. That's what I was saying. I was saying the temperature's been so crazy up in Canada. Yeah. I was watching Chrome and I started watching
in Oregon
and
too.
Cat Lady.
Oregon,
yeah, and Oregon
never
also
gets that hot. Never get that hot.
So Cat Lady, is that how you say it? Her name is Amy.
Yeah.
She got a hotel because her cat was overheated.
Oh wow.
She got a hotel. Yeah, and they were working on Chrome's working on Chrome. I don't usually watch him. I like to, like I said, I want to watch all these. I want to watch everybody's videos, but
they're asking where you are right now. Yes, she was visiting with Ray for a short time, but go ahead and tell them where you are now or what you're doing.
I'm in New Mexico. I'm neglecting the chat again. I'm sorry.
Oh, maybe
I'm in,
Becky was asking Fairy Dust. That's who she was asking. Bernay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fairy Dust was just in San Diego.
Right. She was with Ray's meetup. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in New Mexico by a lake called STORRIE Lake.
And
that's my last name.
That's ironic.
That's my last name.
It's spelled differently. That's what I said. That's pretty ironic.
Yeah, it's so funny. And I texted my kids the other day because I go up there to the thing to pay for another day and I read it. It was made by the contractor named Robert Story. That's my ex's name. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Oh, you guys are missing out on a good quesadilla. This is so good.
No, I know that's better than this Hot Pocket. I could use this good dinner.
Hybrid life. John is on the road, right? And he's telling me he's eating cold Pop-Tarts for a meal. I said, "Oh my gosh."
So I'll race him. I could get there tomorrow, D. Or
you're welcome, but believe me, it's hot. You wouldn't like it.
I'm used to heat, though.
You're welcome anytime, but it's hot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay long.
What you like I said, you're welcome. I would love to, but it's very hot. It was 109, over 109 degrees today. Actually, it's 109 degrees right now.
I've been looking at it, and it's hotter over by Dan.
9:30 at night.
It's hotter over by Dan. It's been like 115 over there.
No,
Havasu.
it's about the same. It's about the same. It has been up to 117, 18, even 19 here. But today is not quite as hot.
I'm from Southern California, Dee, and then when I was 12, we moved to Florida, South Florida.
Mm.
And then I lived in Middle Georgia for 32 years. So I'm used to heat.
Yeah, but this is nice because it's dry heat. It's not humid.
Mhm.
So it's a little better, you know.
But if my if there's something going wrong with the rig, I'll stop and get it fixed. And then if I don't make it down there and I have to be up to my friends in Illinois the end of the month to babysit the doggy. So
You're gonna go to Illinois to babysit a dog?
yeah, well,
what
that's
is
my home
wrong
base
with
too.
you, girl?
That's my home base.
Oh, okay.
I always babysit him. He's a pit bull. His name is Blue. So I met my friend Gladys, the town where I lived, magnificent Germany with Darian. He got hurt over in Germany, but he lives in the town. He lives right near where I sold my house at in Georgia.
Mm.
But anyways, it's the Air Force town.
Mm.
And when I was separated from my husband, I couldn't find a regular job. I looked for a regular job and I started doing Airbnb in my house. And that's how I met Gladys. She was coming from England. Yeah, England to be stationed at Robbins. And she stayed at my Airbnb. And then
chicken casserole. Ooh, that sounds good. Sorry. 150 degrees in Saudi Arabia. Wow, that is
That's
hot.
funny you
That's
should
like
say
Death Valley. That's like
Yeah.
Death Valley. Wow. Listen, I gotta get it out. I got 10 minutes to give you. That's it. I gotta go.
You've been on here longer than 10 minutes. I appreciate you.
I said I have 10 minutes left.
Oh, you have 10 minutes left. Okay.
I'm leaving in 10 minutes. I'm done. I'm
Okay.
tired.
My computer's probably going to die by then anyways.
Oh, today, my computer crashed again. This
Uh-oh.
computer is less than a year old. It completely crashed. I had already saved my pictures and everything on it to an SD card, right? So I said, all right, that's it. It crashed all the time. I don't know what it is. I spent like $400 something more for this laptop less than 6 months ago. It crashed a half a dozen times. This is the third time I have had to completely take it all the way back to the reset to factory settings. Start everything all over again.
Wow.
Every time I
Did you
turn
lose
around,
stuff?
and I can't afford a $1,500
This thing is
computer.
expensive. I got this $800 computer. Well, so what happened with me is I was in debt, and I was doing the Airbnb, and I was in debt because stuff on the house. I got my our old house in the divorce, but I wanted to refinance it because he had to pay it off, but I couldn't because my credit was all shot because of all the credit card debt. And then I had to fire my lawyer and hire a better lawyer because well, that's a long story, but the other lawyer was shady and didn't even put in for me to get alimony. So I got alimony, but then I also got, the credit card debt because he had debt and I had debt, and so they split it.
Not only did I had to work all my life I raised my kids. I never received a dime of child support in all those years ever. And
That's terrible.
I never received alimony. I never got anything. I left everything behind every time I went through that, and it was a few times.
I
Never
only
any.
been married one time.
Yeah.
One time for
Well,
30 years.
I'm stupid.
So-
I don't learn easily. I learned through the school of hard knocks.
Yeah. I've had hard knocks too, though. He was very controlling, and that was the thing why I got so mad when I found out this lawyer and behind my back. I mean, like without saying, like I just assumed she was gonna put the alimony in the thing in the papers. I just assumed after a 30-year marriage, 5 kids, and he wouldn't let me work. He didn't want me to work, mostly, and then he just switched it up at the end. Well, like you got to get a job. And then I couldn't find, I didn't have any, like I hadn't worked in the field, I hadn't been in the job force for 30 years.
Mm.
And so it was hard to find a job. I was like, surely I can, be a waitress. I can do that. They always wanted, experience.
I think it's harder for women like you who didn't work, because at least I knew how to work. I knew how to take care of myself.
Well, I knew how to work because I worked before we had kids.
Yeah. But I mean,
I
that's
worked in
what I'm
retail.
talking about. That people that haven't been in the workforce, at least for a while even, or maybe never, I think it's very, very hard for them. For you,
Yeah.
you were a stay-at-home mom, right? For a while.
Yeah, but I worked very hard.
Right. That's hard
I worked
work.
very hard.
Let's
Cleaning,
face it,
cooking.
it's hard work to be a mother and a wife.
Yeah.
Hard work.
Yeah, and especially my ex.
Only
He was just a
difference
slave
is
driver.
you don't get paid for it.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
Exactly.
So I don't.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I feel like. I'm getting paid.
Yeah, I
now.
recognize that. But I was a working mother, and I raised my kids by myself, pretty much. So I was married, but never to a man that was a husband or father. So I left. I went through a few marriages because of that. So anyhow, but thank God I had a good work ethic, and I knew how to work, and I knew how to get a job, and so I never quit a job until I had another one to go to.
Yeah. I worked like 2 jobs to earn money because my parents moved from Boca Raton, Florida. When I started going out with my to-be husband, they decided to move to Texas. I worked 2 jobs and saved up to go back to Florida to him. Yeah. And also, I used to work with him. We used to mow grass. So, I mean, I had a good work ethic too. Yeah. I mean, I worked hard, even though, it was just when we started having kids, which was earlier than we had planned. Yeah. I had my oldest when I was 20, right after, like 9 months after we got married.
Mm-hmm. Good night, fire tender.
Good night.
I think people are leaving. I'm going to go. I got to go, Red.
Yeah. Okay.
I've enjoyed coming up on your stream, and I probably bored everybody to death.
No, you didn't bore anybody.
But I'm tired, and I need to get down. And I love you all.
I need to go, too. We love you,
I'm sorry,
too.
I would have responded to a few more people, but I couldn't.
Well, I should be apologizing.
Love you all.
We love you all.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yep, I'm going to go too, y'all. I lost my star panel member. Thank you all for coming in. I'm sorry for neglecting the chat. Oh, wait, William's here. I'll keep going. Where have you been? I don't know. My computer's going to die in a little bit. But anyways, we'll see. We'll see how long it can go. I had to turn my Oh, and Roaming Ruka's here. I'm gonna go a little bit longer till my computer dies. Oh, he's drew my elephant. Let me make him big. Cool. Looks good. I like it. Looks good. This is my illustrator, you guys. Oh, it thanks for coming in, Romy Ruka. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, Fairy Dust. Keep going. I had Dee making her dinner up here, so I heated up my hot pocket. What weird thing are you eating today, William? Nothing?
This
What is that?
a cranberry cookie with red cherry ice drink.
Huh. Sounds interesting. Oh, yeah, those are good. I like those things. I haven't had any of those in a while. I got Coke. I got Coke Zero. Got water. But yeah, I was just saying, I don't know if I finished saying this, you guys. I used to mow grass in Boca Raton where it's so hot and muggy. I used to mow grass with my ex. Before we were married, I used to help him with mowing people's grass, and we had the edger thing. We had the weed eater. I think I used to do the edger thing. That's what I used to do. Still 18 here. Need to look at your channel, Fire Tinder. Well, my computer's still going. So you all want to see my route? Let me show you my route. If I go, let's see. Here it is. Las Vegas to Quartzside via I-40 West and I-10 West. I think I go, well, if I was going to go to, yeah, El Santa Fe. Oh, okay, that is on the route. Because I came here on 25. Yep. Fireworks still going off there. So I'm going to see how everything is going tomorrow, and I could almost make, I usually don't go that many miles in a day in my RV, but I think I have before. 663, 9 hours. In a car, no problem. But I could make it to, I don't usually she devil, I don't usually drive that far in one day. In the RV, I would split it up into two. But in the car, I would go like 13 hours. So like from Georgia to where I started to tell the story about Gladys. Gladys got transferred to Scott Air Force Base in Illinois. And that's how I ended up going to Illinois after I sold my house. And and I usually babysit Blue, the pit bull, when Gladys goes like TDYs and stuff, and when she's taking a trip to Alaska. It's hot as heck in Arizona. Yep, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Brene. I'm going to see I was going to see Dee and Cargo Dan in Arizona, but then I was, having all these problems up here. But I think it's fine, and I think I'm gonna head that way tomorrow. But we'll see. If I have a problem, I'll go to Santa Fe and get my rig looked at. But so my friend in Illinois is going. I don't know where she's going first, because she's going a couple of different places. She's going TDY, so I'm gonna be up at my home base in Illinois for the whole month of August, and that's where my address is and stuff. No, I'm not going to be back to California for a while, Brene. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be back to the West Coast for a while, which makes me sad. I said I might go see Troy for Christmas. I'm coming back to Denver for Thanksgiving. Good night, Becky. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm gonna go. If everything goes as I planned, I was gonna go down to Arizona this month, and then go up to yeah, Arizona is beautiful. I want to go to the Grand Canyon, and Dee said she wanted to go, but I have to be back to Illinois in August. And I have a doctor appointment in Illinois, and I got to get my thyroid medicine and my blood pressure medicine. And I might, because usually Gladys likes me to stay in the house to watch the dog anyways, and I usually cook for her a lot. And she loves my red velvet cupcakes. Oh, and her birthday's in August, so I usually make Gladys the red velvet cupcakes on her birthday. Yeah, I actually sold my house on my friend's birthday. August 28th is Gladys's birthday. So when I'm in Illinois, I want to get the hail damage fixed and the awning fixed. So I'm probably going to drop my RV off somewhere and just stay in Gladys's house like I usually do. So yeah, I was there from February to March, babysitting Blue for her then. And I flew from LA, and I left my RV at my brother's ranch. Yeah, that's where Gladys is going now. She's going to Vegas with her mom. I'm like, it's really hot there. That's where I am right now, Brene. I'm in Las Vegas, but New Mexico. Las Vegas, New Mexico. Yep, that happened to be when my propane leak started. It's Raton Pass. It's very high elevation. I think that's what happened, why my propane leaked. Yeah, I'm okay now, Angie. Thanks for asking. But I'm really hoping there's nothing wrong with my rig, because it was just making a bad noise. It was making a rattling noise. But the roads here are really bad. So I'm hoping it's not really anything. So I'm probably going to head to Arizona tomorrow. I'll get a spot at the RV park where good night, Tyrannical Mysteries. When what was freezing? Yeah, I'm gonna ask my doctor about my cough. I think it might be allergies. I haven't had a fever. Someone else was saying about that it could be this what is it? Something. Somebody else was saying it in chat, but it's something else that you get a fever with it. And it was something that's common to California too, and it's like a what's that called? Trying to think of the name. When you have a gosh, I can't think of it now. That's caused by a somebody was suggesting it was, and I can't remember the name of it, but something caused by a fungus, which did sound like it could be something like that. But I think that thing said also that you would get a fever. I haven't had a fever. So, but I have a doctor appointment. I have a doctor appointment on the 3rd of August, okay? Mike, thank you for your concern. And what's Liz Napril? I got this. But I don't feel, and I got the free I got the free COVID test, and I don't have COVID. Okay, don't have COVID. No COVID, no fever. I feel fine. I've been hiking with my son. It's I think 3.5 miles. Rattlesnake Gulch. Do you want to see the pictures again? Did you see my pictures, William?
I don't think so. I was been busy.
That's my son. Rattlesnake Gulch. We couldn't get into Rocky Mountain. It's too crowded. Isn't that pretty? You see that?
Indeed.
This was on the drive there. It's in El Dorado. This is Garden of the Gods. That's in Colorado Springs. This is where I am now. I was at a hotel. The hotel was full. Evidently, they're filming something here. Because I was scared. My whole rig smelled like propane, so I didn't want to sleep in it.
Mm-hmm.
This is here. No, this is by the hotel that was full. This is here. The rainbow. That's why I don't want to leave this place. It's cheap and it's so pretty. Yup. Oh, that looks good. Let me make it big. This is my elephant. Mm-hmm. So he got something tied on him.
Yeah, a leash from the clown.
Ah.
Clown foot
Mm-hmm.
leash.
Uh-huh. Looks good.
Now to color it.
Okay, that's not the one I'm on. I'm on Benazepril for my blood pressure. Floss. I've been on it for a long time. Yeah, and see, Renee, what, Troy had said when I first started coughing, he was just like, it's because you left California where it's dry and you're in Oregon where it's more wet and moist, and I don't know. I had never been up in Oregon either. So I don't know. Maybe I'm allergic to something in all these states I've not been to before. My dad had allergies. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's anything serious. But anyways, I'm going to the doctor on August 3rd, okay? And thank you all for your concern. And my son encouraged me to get the COVID test. I'll just rule that out. and he wants me to get the shot. So I probably will set that up when I'm in Illinois too. It was noisy here last night. Still noisy there, huh? A lot of people left the park today. But it was crowded and there were lots of fireworks going off last night. I could see them. I could watch them right out the window. But yeah. Well, it's almost 11 o'clock here. I filmed at the Rattlesnake Gulch. I should post that video. Yeah, I've been going to bed earlier, so I'm tired. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go to the top of the hour, you guys. I don't know where Kenneth is. You guys, where's Kenneth? He must be sleeping.
Probably asleep.
If he's not here, he must be sleeping. The thing is, you know what? Since I got my COVID test and gave them my phone number, I've been getting all these advertisements on my phone. It's really annoying. Limited free offer for some new skin cream. What the heck? And I guess that's what that's from. I don't know. I got it the day I left. It's the first. The day I left Denver. July 1st. Yeah, where's Kenny? That's my question, Fairy Dust. Okay. That's good. I figure he's asleep. Yeah, it's nice and cool here. It's 64 degrees. What's the temperature up there, William?
73 degrees.
Have you been having really hot temperatures?
Between 110 to 120.
Really? Wow. That's crazy. In Montana?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, wait. Back. Still 12 here. Always need rain in California, don't you? I guess my computer still has charge. It's such a better connection here than I had at in Denver. Yeah, and they have fires in Flagstaff, so they need rain. That's why it didn't get so hot in Denver, because it was raining. It was a nice temperature. It got cold. I almost wanted to turn my heat on when I was in Denver. A couple nights it got cold. No, if that's when you have a chance to go to the Florida Keys, would I be nuts to go to the Florida Keys in late August? No. I mean, that is when it's hottest there, but it's muggy. I mean, you'll be used to the moist. It's just really muggy. Hey, Troy S, welcome in. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, you would never be nuts. Go. I mean, it's it's different. It's a different kind of heat. But so the weirdest thing for me when I moved from Southern California, where I lived until I was 12 years old, and then moved to Florida, is it raining when it was hot outside and the sun showers, and the rainy season is in the summer, and it would be hot and you could be, in the pool or whatever, and then it would be raining. And I was used to it always being cold when it was raining. Never been to Florida. Yeah, it'll be muggy, but but you know, you're in Southern California now, so you're kind of used to heat, but and it doesn't cool off at night. That's the thing I like about the West is, and when I came here, it was almost too cold, and I wanted, since I couldn't get the hotel room and I came here, but it was about 57 degrees. I left all the windows down because I wanted to just make sure all the propane smell was out. And it was almost cold. I had like 2 blankets on my bed. I put the extra blanket on my bed, and in the winter I sleep with a hat on. I got my hat because it was almost cold here. But that's the thing in Florida in August, it doesn't cool down at night. So you don't get a break. It doesn't cool down very much. I mean, a little bit, but not much. It doesn't down in Arizona right now, it's not cooling off either. Let me see what the temperature is down there now. Let's see what it is. So y'all send me see this is how much it's cooled down in courtside, y'all. It's 98 now. 98 degrees. And I told you it's what is it here? 63. 63 degrees here. Yep. It's going to get down to 57 here. Usually I think, Angie, hurricane season, I think that is about when it starts. Like usually it's September though, I think. Let me look that up for you. It's in the fall. When is hurricane season? Hurricane season. Oh, Atlantic hurricane season runs from June 1st through November 30th. If you are planning a vacation to Florida during these months, wait. Let me click on that. But the keys are really beautiful. The keys are nice. Okay. Okay. If you are planning a vacation to Florida during those months, it is important to follow these tips for traveling during hurricane season. However, no matter what time of year you plan to visit, you'll want to be sure to check local forecasts, as Florida's weather is known to be drastically volatile, especially during hurricane season. It should be fine. I lived in Florida. I lived in South Florida. Ooh, it looks good, William. Wait, let me make you big. Wait, hold it up. Uh-huh, it looks good. It looks good. Uh-huh. I'll say my poem. Not much of an off season in Keys. Yeah, June to December. All right, before we go, I'll say my elephant poem. Was there ever an elephant in your room? When it walked, it went boom. You tried to deny it, but you couldn't hide it. Where can you hide an elephant? Oh no, that's a cat, you try to say, or maybe a bat. It will fly away. If you can't admit it, you can't quit it. Go ahead, face it. Can you trace it? Could the truth set you free? Or will they all laugh at me? Who are they, and why do we care if they laugh? They have a hyena in their room. That's so much. You think I'm on mute? Can you guys hear me? No, I'm not. Can you guys hear me? Oh no, that's a cat, you try to say, or maybe a bat. It'll fly away. If you can't admit it, you can't quit it. Go ahead, face it. Can you trace it? Could the truth set you free, or will they all laugh at me? Who are they, and why do we care if they laugh? They have a hyena in their room. That's so much worse than just an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, 1 day, 2 day, 3, day by day. These things I pray. I have a higher power who created elephants. Maybe he can take care of it. I wonder what he'll do. Will he take it to the zoo? What? People will come from miles around to see the greatest show in town, the elephant. He now does tricks, and people pay to get their kicks. God can take your ashes and give you beauty. You thought you had to sacrifice. Everyone must pay their price. If I give him the elephant, he'll die. But the ringmaster doesn't work that way. The elephant will live another day. He'll sing and dance because he got a second chance. The circus is a place of joy and wonder because the ringmaster has a plan. Trust the elephant in his hands. It's something with your computer, William. This is the elephant from my mom. Isn't it cute? It's really soft, too. And I got, oops, Dumbo. It's something with your computer, William. But I'm going to end this. I think it's a problem on your side, William.
Well, me folks, we have one silent in the chat.
We have who? Good night, everybody. Thanks, William. Good night. Thanks, William. You still can't hear me? Love you.